Hayden, winemaker here for Crater Rim. Did you take this from a pirate?
It's called a barrel thief. Barrel thief. Yeah, it's what we use to extract the wine from the barrel for sampling.
Okay, great. Well, show us how you do it, and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah, sure.
What kind of barrels do you use?
We use French oak barrels. For our Pinot Gris, we use an old barrel, so it's usually had about 2 or 3 vintages of other wines in it first.
And it has a life of 10 years, I believe.
Up to 10 years, yeah, just depending on the barrel.
The wine ferments naturally?
Yeah, we use wild yeast, so which means just the yeast that comes in from the vineyard, so naturally on the grapes. And we just find that's a real natural way of doing it.
Yeah, it's
part
great.
of our philosophy.
I can't believe this. How many barrels do you actually get out of a harvest?
For this wine, we only harvest a very small amount, so we're only 6 to 8 barrels, depending on the season. So it's quite a special, small batch.
There's a lot of love that goes into that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
How should the fruit be picked?
We like to ripen this on the vine for quite a long time, so we're picking this normally around about the middle of May, and so that's later than, say, traditional, where we'd normally be picking in April.
So really, you and Wesley, who is the vineyard manager, have to work hand in hand, don't you?
Definitely, yeah. We're down in the vineyard every day during that period, sort of talking about when we're going to pick things, how they're looking, making a plan, because we only can take so much a day. So
yeah, that's right. Now it's time to head over to our makeshift kitchen, and I believe that Nicola is making a pork and green apple risotto. It's a bit of Italian flavour. I love it.
Yum, it'll go well with that.
It will. Well, Nicola, we're in your kitchen again. I love this. We just grabbed some barrels and we make a kitchen. We've heard from Hayden how the Pinot Gris is actually produced, and some great tips there. Now it's on to our dish for the day, the wine and food match. Your beautiful Pinot Gris with a pork and green apple risotto. Grazie.
Well, risottos are so great for using whatever you've got in the cupboard or leftovers, so I thought it'd be great to make this as the match today.
It's yummy and it smells great. In the pan now, you're just cooking off, is it onion? Garlic and ginger. Yum.
With a little bit of oil, and we're just going to add the arboro rice there, if you would like to hand that over.
Yeah, sure. Now, arboro rice is Italian rice.
Yes. Short grain rice.
Okay.
So just pop that in there, and you just coat it with the oil. That just helps it absorb the water later on, the stock, and cook really evenly if it just gets that gentle coating in the oil to start with. So we're just going to...
So that's why you do it. I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's great. It's a great tip. Okay, so what do we do now?
Okay, so I've just covered that in the oil there. And then we're just going to add the stock really gradually. There was a cup of rice in there, and we'll probably take about 3 cups of stock at least before it gets to the stage.
That's the key, isn't it? It's the liquid, isn't it?
Yeah, so just add a little bit at a time. Give that a bit of a stir.
Shall I stir while you pour?
Perfect.
Okay. Make sure I... This is a great one also, I think, for families, isn't it?
Yeah. So you can feed a big group or a small group, just depending on how much you add there. So we're just going to let that simmer away, and probably take us about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And just each time it absorbs the liquid, just add a little bit more, bit by bit, stir it in.
Patience is virtue.
And then we're going to add all our goodies at the end.
Love it. Well, let it do its thing.
Okay.
I think. Great. Nicola, it's looking like soupy porridge. Is that the right thing to say?
Yes, well, it's still a little bit soupy. Yeah, a wee bit of liquid in there. It's the right time to start adding all our last-minute ingredients.
Can I help you up with that?
Yeah, so we've got some pork there.
Yum.
Some pork that we've just sizzled off a bit. So it's nice and crispy, which is a lovely texture to have in there.
And is it leftovers you've just fried off?
Yeah, it is.
That's a good idea. It's not roast pork.
We've got some defrosted frozen peas, which are great.
It doesn't take long, though.
No.
Do they?
No,
they don't take long at all.
Let them sit overnight. Yep. We've got some green apple. So
have you've grated
just grated that, and that just gives a lovely flavour in there. You can pop a little bit of lemon juice in that too if you want it not to go brown.
Look at the textures, it's pretty amazing.
So lots of colour there, and then just a little bit of bacon.
I love it. And this bacon's been cooked off as well?
Cooked off, it sure has. So that's cooked off and chopped up a bit. So just add that in there. So lots of flavours. And so just give that a good mix and a bit of a heat through.
And remember, it's all about the Pinot Gris, isn't it? And it's matching it back with that there. I love it. So it's all being stirred in there now, and it'll just absorb and take on the flavours.
Takes on the flavours and heats through, and we'll just dish that up into the bowl. And
I'll
then
pour the Pinot Gris.
wine.
not doing this. I'm probably going to get crucified the way I'm pouring this wine, but it's right. The winemaker might be looking at me going, what are you doing?
So you can see lots of colour in there.
Yeah.
Great to see some green, getting your greens in there as
Amazing.
well.
Look at that.
And yeah, so tasty.
That's great. Well, grazie mille, because it is an Italian thing. And let's enjoy it. I think we better get Hayden in here to have that sample as well.
Yeah,
Looks
sounds
great.
good.